Good morning. My name is Bryan Stewart, and I work for Learn to Earn Dayton in the Montgomery County Educational Service Center. Today, I'm here with Dena from New Lebanon, and we are talking about the great career connections work going on around the Business Advisory Council. So, Dena, can you tell me a little bit about your role and some of the things that you have going on right now? Maybe just start with your role, and I'll jump in with some more questions.
Okay. Well, my role here in New Lebanon is I'm Director of Pupil Services and Curriculum. So that means that I am working with our preschool through 12th grade students and all of our staff. And
Awesome.
so Career Connections and our Business Advisory Council are certainly top priorities for us.
Well, it definitely seems that way with some of the really innovative, cool things you've been doing this year. I guess that leads into my first question. What have been some of the things that you've been working on in the Career Connection space this school year?
Well, given that, of course, with some of the restrictions that have been, we've tried to step back and really we have myself, along with the amazing teacher who is teaching our employability skills class, her name is Lori Moses, have been working very closely to delve deeper into the actual course to make it a true blended learning course and not just self-paced modules. And so that has been an area, and because of the delving deeper into the course, it has expanded some of the conversations and the skill building for students.
So, in previous conversations, we've talked about some of the things covered in this course, and I think, if you're a superintendent or a business leader from around our region's Business Advisory Council, one of the most exciting things about your district is that you don't necessarily need a whole division or arm to really move the needle in this. You can just plant the flag, start the class, and kind of go from there. And I was wondering if you've seen any excitement in any particular spots so far in this class, or really just any takeaways now that you've kind of embarked on this journey.
Well, first, I think it's that delving deeper into the skills components of it, like the resumes, the personal missions, the skill building when it comes to managing and working through conflict. So what we're seeing and the exciting pieces that we're seeing is that our students who are in the course are starting to talk more. They're actually engaging in the lessons. They've allowed the teacher at high school to post their personal vision and mission statements. They have one student, one of the exciting pieces is that one of the students went to his employer and actually told the employer that he was ready for more responsibility because of this course that he was taking and that he wanted some more responsibility. He then explained what skills he had gained and that, again, that he was ready. Then the employer has given him a 90-day trial with additional tasks that he has been given with the potential for a promotion. The student came back, is telling the entire class that he used these skills and that he's getting a promotion. And I don't think it gets much more exciting than that.
That's the exact type of thing we'd like to see happen when you start teaching employability skills. So when a student can go back to an employer and demonstrate the skills they're learning in the class, that really justifies the whole thing.
That's exactly right.
Well, I was wondering if you might be able to speak to the process or maybe where you see this course going. I know that this has been such an unusual school year, but I think there's something really novel going on in your district, and I'm just wondering if you had any observations or any predictions on how you see this evolving into out of the second half of the school year and maybe next year.
Right. Well, I do think that when you're talking about needing to get creative, we're looking for some partners that may not have always been typical partners. One of the partners that we actually did allow to come in person with our learners was Goodwill Easter Seals. And there's a section of the course that is on ethics and morals. And they actually went through with our students that whole section. So we have found that some of the partners we were having in for some other types of things with learners, we're looking at for this employabilities component. And we're finding that they've got a lot of good resources as well. One of the things that we have done is connected any of our students who have jobs who want to leave early to get to go to their job, who want those credits, they must be connected to this course. So we have made that a requirement. And that has been really helpful to our students with the accountability component, and for them to understand that it's not just about getting released and just going to a job. We want you to have the skills if we're going to release you, and you get credit for this. So those pieces. One of the things we're looking at for the second half, we're excited about the Junior Achievement Fair opportunity that's coming up. And the instructor of the course is planning to not only log in on that original February 9th, but have the students kind of plan out where they may be connected to some of those courses. We're planning on doing virtual interviews, getting companies lined up, and our students doing virtual interviews with those employers. And so we're, like I said, we're just forging through and finding new ways, but we're appreciative of other partners being creative in how they're willing to work with us.
Well, that's kind of the beauty of the Business Advisory Councils, that we're able to work with industry groups and other educational nonprofits and community partners to try to kind of bridge a stronger workforce development ecosystem. And I'm just consistently in awe of the way that districts are able to creatively get students engaged and get them employability skills, even when we have all of these unprecedented obstacles. So is there anything else you'd like to share before we end this spotlight?
No, I really, just in thinking back through, realize again, we're a small school district, but and there may be limitations or some barriers that every school district, no matter what size they are going to face. But curriculum and courses are still our number one place to work with our students, to make sure they have the skills, and that goodness of fit with a course like employability skills, and finding that right instructor who has a passion, who's willing to take and make it a true blended learning course, is worth the time and effort.